What's up, guys? Oh, man. Pull the mic away a little bit. I got a bunch of things on my mind right now. And, it's late. It's like 6:14. I'm wide awake, dude. I mean, like, I took like an hour nap at like 6 o'clock. I slept from like 6 to 8. And, I'm fully up. Like, I'm nowhere close to being sleepy at this point. So I figured I'd just go ahead and do a video. I mean, I'm just sitting here doing different things and reading the news or whatever. And one of the things that you read on the news was there's a guy, and he gets high off this thing called bath salt. Like, you know what bath salt is? It's like this drug that almost looks like the scented salts that you get like at a Walmart. Pour them in your bath, and it kind of makes your insides burn. And I guess that makes this motherfucker crazy because he went and ate a guy's face. I mean, like, how do you eat a guy's face? Oh, you see my shirt? How do you eat a guy's face? That's a homeless guy too, dude. Homeless people don't bathe, so you're eating a guy's like smelling of whiskey, and you sit there eating his face. I'm like, you ever see a black person say white people do crazy shit? How do you eat a guy's face? I guess white people have eaten faces before, but I don't know. I'm not. Why would you want to do a drug that does that kind of thing to you? That makes you want to eat some face? That's fucking messed up. Another thing I've been thinking about was I don't know if you guys remember. You might get some of you might be too young, but some of you are in the wheelhouse. But back in the day, there used to be this whole propaganda slogan about how waterboarding is or is not torture. And I started looking into this because I was watching some MythBusters, and they did the Chinese water torture test. And the Chinese water torture test is more about being shackled than anything else. I mean, than the water actually doing anything, but it kind of messes you up mentally. Whereas we used to waterboard people, and through waterboarding them, we would get information out, and people would debate, is it or is it not torture? You had all these guys in, $300 or $400 suits sitting up there on the Fox News saying, waterboarding is not torture. Waterboarding is perfectly safe. And it's like, you full of shit, dude. I've never been waterboarded. I've never waterboarded anybody. But I can tell you one thing. I have had water go up my nose before. And that is one of the worst feelings I can recount in my life. I mean, there's like 3 or 4 other feelings that I would put right along with that I have personally experienced. I'm sure there's worse ones out there. I mean, but as me personally experiencing, and water going up my nose is one of the top 5. And people doing that, and there's no relenting of stopping, I would be singing within seconds. I mean, literally, there would be seconds going along, but I'd be like, and I would just be croaked out. And people were sitting there, oh, it's not torture, just water poured on your face very gently. Water getting poured up your damn nose, dude. And the fact is, they put a wet T-shirt over your face too. So what they do is they put a wet T-shirt over your eyes, which obviously right there now you're secluded. That's what that basically does to you. Now you got a wet T-shirt that's going to be on your face and nose, and they're going to pour water hitting you somewhere in this area right here, and that water's going to go straight up your nose, and it's going to bank somewhere down here in your throat. And that's going to simulate drowning. That's what that does, because you're sitting at an angle kind of like this, like your head's down here. That's going to simulate drowning. And it's like, how could that be construed as torture? And then I got a YouTube idea. But no, I'm not going to do that, because I'm by no means capable of doing any kind of torture to anybody. I mean, well, one thing, I'd never forgive myself if something would go wrong. Like, you could literally kill somebody waterboarding. But it's it's fucked up, and it's deadly as well. And like, I'm kind of disappointed in myself, because I told myself I was going to stay on a daytime schedule. I've been trying to get back on a daytime schedule for a couple reasons. One, I got shit to do. Two, it's better for my cycle, so I can eat the required meals a day. Like, I did eat the required meals a day. Like, today I had 3 eggs with some cheese on them for breakfast. And then lunch, I think I had lunch with my mom. I ate a little 6-inch sub. That's all I had. I had water to wash that down, and then dinner I ended up eating a peanut butter and banana sandwich, and on wheat bread. And I did my basic cardio. I ended up doing 20 minutes of cardio today, and probably gonna, probably about another 5 hours or so. If I'm still up, I'm probably gonna eat another egg or two, and start it out that way, and just try to roll it down that way, and maybe get up, eat some apples, whatever, because I don't know if I'm gonna. Sorry about it. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to move my buddy today because we have that tropical storm coming in. We're supposed to be catching some flack off that, and it's not like it's gonna be horrible, horrible, horrible bad, but it's gonna be to the point where nobody wants to move shit in the rain, especially furniture. Um, been kind of at a loss lately for video ideas for first person shooter games. I've been kind of just relaxing and rolling off, doing what I want to do, and as it feels natural. And that's why I've been doing update videos and so forth. Like it's not like I haven't been playing. It's not like I haven't been getting gameplay, but it's just like I've done this so many times. It's like there's nothing new to talk about. There's no new. I mean, I guess there's new maps and stuff right here, but I just don't enjoy the new maps. I mean, to be perfectly honest, there's maps I haven't even played yet, like Foundry is one of them. I haven't played Foundry at all, or Sanctuary. That's another map I've yet to play at all. And like beforehand, when a game would be released, I would look at the map, I would go through it, I'd find all the head glitches, I'd look at all the lines of sight, I'd be like, well, this is a strong point, where's the strong point counter? But, Modern Warfare 3 kind of throws that all out the window because their maps are asinine. They don't have power points, they don't have lines of sight. When they do have them, they're either ridiculously overpowered, like the head glitch on Mission, or they're obviously flawed, like the spawn trap on Interchange, or they're just open maps like Overwatch, which pretty much has no rhyme or reason to it. It's just random people spawning in a clock face dial formation, which is going to get you shot in the back eventually. I mean, doing good on a map like Overwatch is 100% luck. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. I mean, especially in a game where there's two bullet kills and stuff like that. And I've been watching 8 Thoughts, and he's been playing a lot of Battlefield, and I'm like, man, I want to play Battlefield again. But the only problem with Battlefield is so hard to get people that play Battlefield. That's the big challenge with Battlefield. I mean, getting people that play the game is the hardest part about it. I mean, some of the funnest times I've had this year was playing Battlefield with Chinese Teabag, which he's disappeared off the face of the earth. I guess he's doing what he's got to do with life. But he kind of disappeared off the face of the earth after the new NHL game came out. Him and his Canadian self, they just go off, and I don't know what Canadians do with hockey. So I guess it's like the British guys in FIFA. But yeah, that's that. I mean, I've been kind of looking forward to a Skyrim, expansion pack, because Skyrim was a game I really had fun with last year, and I'm kind of looking for another Fallout game because, Fallout New Vegas was. I mean, thinking back to the last game I really, really enjoyed. I guess you could say Diablo 3, but Diablo 3 is kind of tainted right now at this moment for me. Mainly because, one, the itemization kind of blows on the game, and two, it's really hard in the upper difficulties. I mean, like, it's so hard that they pretty much didn't plan for people to go through it without dying. And now I'm in a situation where I only play characters that don't die, and now I got to figure out how to not die. I'll go through it, and then on top of that, my account gets hacked, and I put a ticket in, but at this standpoint, I don't know if they're going to roll me back, how far they're going to roll me back, so I can't play the game until they decide if they're going to roll me back or not, or whatever they're going to do with the ticket. So that's in limbo right there. So I started playing D2 again as well. I played a little Amazon for a while, but D2's only fun if you got somebody else to play with. I mean, that's the thing about it. I've always played in 2-player on D2. But Fallout New Vegas was, well, I like New Vegas better than I like Skyrim, to be perfectly honest. And I don't know what it is about it. I just love the Fallout atmosphere better than the Skyrim atmosphere. I mean, like, the dragons were really a big joke unless you played on the higher difficulties, and I mean, the storyline campaign kind of sucked, and like the Danger quests sucked bad. I mean, I did them because I wanted to platinum it, and like I never really got around to platinuming Fallout New Vegas, but like a lot of the stuff I missed out on the platinums is just stuff I don't want to go back and do again. Like I don't really want to go back and like. Well, there's one achievement I've been trying for a while. Every time I get on a character I'm trying to do is that's the desert survivalist one, where you have to heal yourself with 10,000 points using food or plant meats and stuff like that. I've been trying to get that one for a while. Other than that, they're like alternate endings to like a thing like Old World Blues. It was a neat expansion set, but it's something I never want to play again. Same thing with Dead Money. Dead Money, neat. Don't want to play it again. I mean, I probably never will play it again because it just wasn't fun. That's exactly what it was. It was not fun. I mean, the outside poison area really destroyed that expansion set. I mean, the only expansion set I'd probably do again is Lonesome Road and Honest Hearts. And like, if you're going to spend money on it at this point, those are the two you want to buy. And I kind of really didn't get the sensation of items like I did in Fallout 3. In Fallout 3, I look forward to having different items on the expansion set, like the Chinese stealth suit. That was a cool item to have. And you know, even though I didn't really like that expansion pack, after playing through it every time to get that Chinese stealth suit or the winterized power armor, because they're items that you actually want, that you'd actually push yourself through to get. They you know, I started to enjoy it. I mean, maybe if I did the same thing with like, you know, Dead Money or something else, it'd probably make sense in the long run, but it is what it is. Other than that, I had Dragon's Dogma in my hand the other day. For some reason, I couldn't pull the trigger on it. I don't know what it is. It's like, I'm sort of thinking like, man, I got Diablo 3. I have other things to think. And the thing with games like Dragon's Dogma is I know I like those games a lot. And when I like those games a lot, they take up a lot of time. And they get me off track of other things I need to do in life. So that's one thing I haven't played Dragon's Dogma for that primary reason. But it's just an update. What are you guys doing? What are you up to? What kind of videos would you like to see? It's with your boy Wings of Redemption. Peace.